Good morning, dear students. In this video, I'll be discussing with you a lecture talk on structure and functions of IgE immunoglobulin molecule. Okay, IgE is named because of the presence of epsilon type of amino acid sequences in the heavy chain. Okay, hope you know better the structure representation of IgE. One will be two or polypeptide chains are heavy chain, and the other two are light chains. Okay, and these IgE immunoglobulin molecules are monomer typical immunoglobulin structure with the two light chains, that is maybe a kappa or lambda, and two heavy chains which are of epsilon. Okay, you can see in IgE extra constant heavy chain, that is constant heavy chain first domain, constant heavy chain second domain, third and fourth domain. So in all the immunoglobulins you observed CH1, CH2, CH3, but in IgM and IgE, you could see the presence of CH4 domain. Okay, this is the special characteristics you must keep in your mind. This is the only immunoglobulin without hinge region. Okay, in this IgE, there is no hinge region. IgE percentage is less than 0.1 percentage. The molecular weight of IgE is 190 kilodaltons. The IgE molecule is slightly higher than the IgG immunoglobulin molecule because of the extra constant heavy chain domain. And this IgE, it is heat labile or heat sensitive, found only in traces, that is 0.1%, right? Average serum level is 0.004 mg per ml, and this particular IgE molecule is synthesized by very few plasma cells. IgE, which is largely cell bound, especially to mast cells. Kindly make a note. If I'm going very quick, kindly what you can do is that pause the video and make but your own notes. Okay, IgE mediates immediate hypersensitivity reaction, okay, that are responsible for the symptom of hay fever, allergy caused by pollen or dust in which mucous membrane of eyes and nose are inflamed, okay, causing runny nose or running at the nose and watery eyes, asthma, and anaphylactic shocks like sudden response. Okay, then appearance of reddish skin, swelling, and these symptoms would occur when antigen complexes with IgE which bound to mast cells. Okay, when pollen or dust kind of antigens which enters inside the body, this IgE which is going to complexes which are bound to mast cells and responsible for all these particular symptoms. Okay, IgE half life is how much? 2 to 3 days. The person with allergic conditions level may be 50 to 100 times higher than the normal immunoglobulin E molecule. In normal condition, how much are you going to get? Only less than 0.1 percentage. So during the infection, any kind of specifically allergic conditions, we can see the presence of this IgE immunoglobulin molecule 50 to 100 times. Okay, it means this also acts as a biological indicator. It's going to act like a diagnostic tool. One can diagnose whether the person is allergic or not. If the IgE concentration is 50 to 100 times higher than the normal, less than 1.1%, that time one can go for diagnosis that the person is suffering from some allergic conditions. Okay, and this IgE commonly known as skin sensitizing antibody. Keep in your mind, because somewhere in my MCQ or maybe in Viva you might be asked, so which is the skin sensitizing antibody? That time you should be able to recall IgE. In this IgE, we can see the higher concentration of carbohydrate present, that is 12%. Sedimentation coefficient 8s. Okay, it has special attraction to mast cells and basophils which bear receptors for Fc region of IgE on their membrane. When you take this particular immunoglobulin molecule, we'll divide that immunoglobulin into two parts, right? The upper part will say as the FAB, that is fragment of antigen binding, and the bottom part, lower part will say FC, that is fragment crystallizable or fragment of crystallization. At the bottom region will say FC region of this FC region of Ig, which has the affinity to with this mast cells and basophils. I told you know they are largely cell bound, especially to mast cells, and also to this particular basophils they have that particular affinity. Here you can see some of the Symptoms of anaphylaxis, that is loss of consciousness, hives, swelling of tongue, inability to swallow, rapid swelling of throat issues, and many more. Okay, and here I've given the picture related with the inflammation. What do you mean by inflammation? I've explained in the previous some other video also. So inflammation, you can define this as a localized physical condition in which part of the body becomes reddened, swollen, hot, and often painful, especially as a reaction to injury or infection. So you can keep in your mind this particular inflammation in this IgE immunoglobulin molecule. You can write over there. Now let us go through the biological functions of IgE. High level of IgE in children shows a protective role, okay, which fight against all that kind of allergies. IgE brings allergy, that hypersensitivity, that is extreme physical sensitivity to a particular substances or conditions. Most IgE bound to cytoplasmic membranes of basophils in blood and mast cells in connective tissue, mediates the release of histamines that causes the immediate type of allergic reactions. Okay, an allergy caused by pollen or dust in which the mucous membranes of the eyes and nose are inflamed. Hope you understood the definition of the inflammation or inflamed localized physical condition in which part of the body becomes red and swollen, hot, or often painful, especially as a reaction to injury or infection. So same thing here. When these eyes and nose are inflamed, you can see all those particular symptoms, and also causing the runny nose or watery eyes. When all these things happen, that time you can see the release of the histamines. This histamines which gives the signal to the cells. Okay, hope you understood here the biological functions of IgE immunoglobulin molecule. So I mentioned here release of histamines, right? Then what is this histamine? Histamine is an organic nitrogenous compound involved in local immune responses as well as regulating physiological function in the gut and acting as a neurotransmitter for the brain, spinal cord, and uterus. Okay, this is the structure representation of the immunoglobulin E. Okay, this very simple easy diagram. Here there is no hinge region. One disulfide bond is here, other disulfide bond is here. So you can label this as variable light chain. This is constant light chain. You can label this as inter disulfide bond. Okay, and you can label this as variable heavy chain, constant heavy chain first domain, constant heavy chain second domain, constant heavy chain third domain, constant heavy chain fourth domain. Okay, so in the center also you can write presence of intradisulfide bond, intradisulfide bond, intradisulfide, intradisulfide bond, intradisulfide bond. And here also you can write here absence of hinge region, and here you can write this as the carbohydrate. Okay, and you can write this as interdisulfide bond. Okay, and here you can write N terminal region. Hope you are following. This is N terminal region and this is the C terminal region. You can also break this into two half, that is from here to here. You can write this as FAB, fragment of antigen binding. Below region you can write it as fragment crystallizable. Okay, so this is all about the IgE structure. What is the specialty here? The one additional CH4 domain that you must write. Now let us brief this immunoglobulin IgE structure. Monomer, percentage serum antibody 0.002 percentage or less than that, location bound to mast cells and basophils throughout body, blood, half-life in serum 2 days, complement fixation no, cross the placenta no, known functions, allergic reactions, possibly lysis of worms. Hope you understood today's concept IgE. I, Dr. Pratibha K, signing off for today. Stay tuned with me. I'll be back with some more videos. Thank you for watching.